Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for the first time of the 2025-2026 Lady Titan basketball season. We're here in the great Don Schwarzkopf Gymnasium, home of the great Jeff Miller Court. And we're looking forward to getting things rolling as the Blue River Vikings head into town to take on the Tri-Lady Titans. And to kick things off, the starting lineup for the Blue River Lady Vikings. Number 3, a sophomore, Quinn Beavers. Number 4, another sophomore, Lindsay Gesture. Another sophomore, number 20, Daisy Souther. A senior, number 22, Sydney Crisp. And another senior, number 50, Taylor Shelton, their head coach, Brennan Bales. And for now, the Tri-High Lady Titans. Senior, number 10, Ava Houchins. Another senior, number 21, Jillian Chu. Another senior, number 30, Olivia Parham. Another senior, number 33, Nikayla Critch. And once again, another senior, number 52, Emma Mondra. And the Lady Titans are now head coach in his home opener in his debut. Head coach Jeff Berger. Assistant coach Avery Phelps. And the Titans coming to the new season with a new head coach, but same aspirations to bring home a championship at the end of the year, as we're just seconds away from the opening tip-off for the first time this season. And the Titans will win the tip in the home opener, and we're off and running. A little bit different things you can expect. No GV action tonight. Varsity getting things started early. So with that, no Jimmy tonight likely, is fortunate with work. Opening jump shot there by Parham, no good. And the Vikings take over. Thing about the Lady Vikings, a little bit different of a story. They have no JV team. They only have 7 girls on the entire roster. Also heard a rumor that they have 7 girls on their varsity basketball roster, but 17 cheerleaders. A little bit of interesting dynamic. Have to see how well conditioned they are throughout this one being the first game of the year. And I do apologize again already with the scoreboard. The time still have a mind of its own for football season. Sometimes it works. We thought we had it fixed. Sometimes it doesn't work, and obviously right now it does not. But 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless. And a quick moment to thank all of our sponsors already and more that have reached out. We do greatly appreciate it. Looking for big things to come. Hopefully some new audio equipment. We do know that sounds pretty bad. Could be just a guy talking. As Jester trying to set up the offense. A lot of standing around so far. That Titan defense. Always a problem. As they get it out to Chris. Still nothing. Not a full minute off the clock since they took over. Titan defense now applying some pressure, trapping, forcing the turnover. Parham gets the steal. And Chu now looking to push it up the floor. And they'll set things back up. Cridge on the corner, long 3-ball. Bullseye! Okay, Cridge starts the Titans season off with a bang. 3-0. He tries to jump the passing lane, unable to get it. Knocks it away, but looks like it's last touch by the Vikings. And the Titans take over. For Tri-High again, Coach Jeff Berger, his debut with the Titans. Chu just walks straight into a 3 way short. As it just flies out of bounds. And Blue River with another opportunity, trying to break the ice as they're still scoreless. As the trap comes to Chris. Able to get it away, but Chu picks it off. She tries to go coast to coast with the left hand up, no good. Had the opportunity, unable to finish. Little first game jitters, no problem there. Looks like we'll get a whistle and a foul down in the short corner. Looks like the foul will be on Olivia Parham. Her first of the evening and the first of the game. Tries to feed the high post, stolen away. Houchins this time. Great pass over to Cridge, right back to her. Houchins up, and no good. The Titans so far missed a couple of layups. Souther will keep the play alive. As loose ball on the floor again. Chu with another steal over to Cridge. A wide open layup. This time she'll finish. And a quick timeout by the Vikings. And with that quick timeout, halfway through the first quarter, I'd like to thank our first quarter sponsor, Amplified Electric. And we'll be right back after the quick timeout here on the Tri-School Sports Network. And after the timeout, 5-0 Titans halfway through the first quarter. 4 minutes left to go. As the point guard, Chris, trying to get across. Not a lot of help. Dives after the loose ball. And she'll pick up the foul. As they'll feed it down to the low post. Short corner to Mondras, still swinging things around. Over to Cridge in the corner again. She'll try another one, just short. This time the rebound tracked down by Taylor Shelton. And it looks like we'll get a foul on the rebound. Looks like it might have been on Parham. It'll be her second of the evening. And it'll bring in our first sub of the night as Avery Duncan, the senior. So far, 6 seniors playing for the Titans. Everyone that's seen the floor has been a senior. As Chris tries to throw it over the top, Houchins picks up the steal. They'll slow things down. Chu tries to walk into another 3-ball. No good. As Cridge tracks down the rebound, keeps it alive. Still working around. Houchins pulls up 3. Bullseye! Ava Houchins 1 for 1 from downtown. Make it 8-0 Titans with 2:56 left to go here in the first. And that one pass, a little miscommunication. As Titans just pull back out. Reset the offense as Houchins. Feeds it down low. Chu can't finish. Chris grabs the rebound. So far for the Vikings, not a lot of action down on the offensive end. Have not taken a shot yet. Haven't got any sort of look. Trying to run some dribble handoff motion, just not quite working out as Houchins almost gets another steal. As the pass goes across half court, no whistle from Moat. They'll finally blow a whistle. It'll be a backcourt violation. And without a couple more subs into the game as Houchins and Montrez leave the floor. And as Avery Bowers and Marin Stevens check into the game for the Titans, Chu underneath misses the layup. As I believe McKinley Bell, her first minutes of the season for the Vikings. Still all Titans 8-0. Esther thought about it, but picks up the dribble, and they'll pull it back out. And we'll get a whistle here up top. It'll be on the Titans. Looks like it might have been on Cridge. It will be. And the double comes early out of the top of the key. Not a lot going on for the Blue River offense. Chu gets another steal. And they'll pull it back out. Steps into a three as Bowers off the back iron. No good. And Crisp grabs another rebound. Pass tipped away by Cridge. Crisp able to track it down. Still no shot attempts. Finally, we'll get one off the glass. No good. There from Gwen Beavers. Giants try again. Chu throws one up, a whistle. And a foul look like they'll call it on the floor. Says she was trying to pass it. And 22 seconds left to go now. And they'll throw it up top to Duncan. And they'll reset with Chu. 15 now. Probably one shot here. Now leading 8-0 here in the first quarter. Short quarter of Stevens. Chu, a long three ball. No good. As the Vikings will come with a rebound, and that'll do it through one. Titans lead 8-0 over the Vikings. Once again, a huge thank you to our first quarter sponsor over at Amplified Electric. And we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter here on the Tri-School Sports Network. And back now, start of the second quarter, 8-0 Titans after one. As we have one shot attempt for the Vikings. Titan defense causing some issues, to say the least. It's right on cue. Houchins, another steal. Up to Chu. Swinging around. Houchins thought about it. Mondrash corner. All the way around the rim, no good. And Blue were able to grab the rebound. Trap comes at the top. Still nothing doing. Pass over to Crisp in the corner. She'll try it. Able to knock down the shot. Breaks the ice. 8-2. Foot was on the line there. It'll be a 2, but nonetheless, finally, Vikings able to get a good look. Pass to the corner. Cridge tries one. No good. Line for the rebound is Chu. She'll pick it up. Marham, mid-range. Jump shot good. Trying to feed it down low. Nothing doing there. Chris tries another jump shot. Wide open. Knocks it down. Lead now only 6. Vikings finding a rhythm now. Both offenses really slowing things down. A little different than what we're used to for the Titans, usually pushing the pace. Chu, a long three ball in the corner. Got it. You finally able to knock it down after missing her first few attempts. As Chris gets it stolen away. Houchins all the way to the rim with the left hand. Smooth ass hook up and in. It's now 15-4. So the 4-0 run for the Vikings quickly wiped away. Bova still working things around. 5:36 here to go in the first half. 15-4 Titans. We were trying to set something up, just dribbling around the top of the key, stolen once again. Throws it over to the top to Cridge, off the glass, good and one. That's the good for Cridge. The foul will go on Gwen Beavers. It'll be her first of the evening. And as Cridge able to put it up and in, make it 18-4. They're trying to feed to the high post, nothing doing. Chu, another steal. Tries to cross over, but she'll take an extra step. She'll travel. And with the turnover, Blue takes over once again. 4:43 here left to go in the first half. And if you're here hanging out with us, we do appreciate it. Game number 1 of the 2025-2026 campaign. Couldn't be happier to be back here in the gym in the great John Schwarzkopf Gymnasium. Looking for an exciting year. And again, we do know the scoreboard is messed up. So we thought we had it working. Fortunately, do not. Still working on it. We'll get it fixed. As the Blue River Vikings having all sorts of issues here in this first half. All their points coming from Sydney Crisp. So get it in a Crisp. Still one dribble pull up and a whistle and a foul on the jump shot. So Crisp will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She has all 4 points for the Vikings. As that foul's on Jillian Chu, it'll be her first of the year. It'll be the first of the quarter for the Titans. As the first one for Crisp up and good. Brings her total and the Vikings total to 5. Second one off the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Looks like it's Shelton. As they'll pass it out and try again. A second chance opportunity. Trying to close the gap. As it looks like she stepped on the sideline out of bounds. And another turnover. Ouchin steps in wide open, 3-ball short. As Chris fights for the rebound, able to get it. Doing it all for the Lady Vikings. Pass it off the Beavers. Tries to drive to the short corner. And it'll be tie up. Alternating possession will go to the Tri-High Titans. The Vikings number 14, Jessica Kerr. A barrage of subs. And now for the Titans. Stevens and Duncan. Dowell in the game. Bowers. Oh, there's two along. 3-ball connects. Extends the lead. Chris having some trouble with it tied up at the top. Pass over to Chris. She'll try the mid-range once again and knocks it down. Once again, Sydney Crisp doing it all for the Lady Vikings. Every time she gets a good look at the rim, it's going in. Unfortunately for him, not very many open shot attempts. The Stevens foot on the line, way short. Rebound by Bowers. I'll try again. Stevens crossover down the middle of the lane and it drops. And Stevens knocks it out for 2. And almost tied up at the top of the key. But we'll get a whistle. It'll be a timeout for the Lady Vikings. And a huge thank you to our second quarter sponsor, Beth Carr, over at Remax. And with that, we'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And after the timeout, 1:35 left to go. All Titans up 23-7. As Sydney Crisp has all 7 for the Vikings. Chu being the leading scorer, I believe, for the Titans with 6. And once again, the double comes. Stevens gets the steal. Pass it over to Chu. Spins, throws it over the right hand. Too strong. That one off the shoulder of Stevens and out of bounds. It'll be Vikings basketball. Chris feeds the high post. Looks like it might be Bell. Tries to give it back to her. Pulls up in the mid-range jump shot. Short, grabs her own rebound. Up in it! Chris fighting hard, 23-9. And Chris leads all scores with 9. Titans working around Bowers. Miscommunication. Thought it was going to somebody else right by her and out of bounds. Well, another turnover. It'll be Lady Vikings basketball. 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. That'll be exciting action. Great pass from Crisp over the top. Swatted away by Chu. As Beavers tries to make the layup. Now 25 to go. Good pass there. Looks like Beavers is the one able to put it up and in. 23-11. They're closing the door a little bit. And the second group. Peter to Duncan. Spins to the left off the glass. No good. Not a bad looking shot. Unable to go. Now 4 seconds. Now 3. Chris tries to feed the high post. Tries to throw it up. That'll be a knockdown. It'll be a halftime. Titans 23. The Vikings 11. Again, another huge thank you to our second quarter sponsor, Beth Carr, over at Remax. And also a big shout out to our halftime sponsor, Clean Slate Powerhouse. And with that, we'll be back after the break here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And we're back here ready to start the second half of action. After an interesting first half, the Titans lead 23-11. As Crisp leads all scorers, she has 9 of the Vikings' 11. As Cridge gets a steal right away, throws it up to Houchins, and they'll pull back out. Over to Chu. Still shot. Top. Try to shoot the three. No good. And after the halftime, a big shout out to our halftime sponsor, Clean Slate Powerhouse. As we get into third quarter action, they try to look to the short corner. Nothing doing. Now they'll feed it down to Shelton. Makes the move. Looks like it might have been swatted away by Parham, I do believe. Was the first one to get a hand on it. Throws it over the top to Cridge. Makes it look easy. And she now leads all scorers with 10. Feed it to the high post, Shelton. A lot of unselfishness from the Vikings. They like to pass the ball a lot. Maybe a little too much. Don't really look for the rim and look to score. As the pass is once again stolen away. Feed it down low to Parham. Whatever, Lamp won't go. They almost tie it up. Well, able to get it out. Now Mondrush. Long shot from the corner. We get a foul there. It'll be on Shelton. It'll be her first. As Chu will have the line to shoot 2 free throws. Unable to get it to fall. As Chris dribbling off the board. 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And once again, ball picked up high, and the double immediately comes. Knocked it out. It'll still be Vikings basketball. They try to overcome their slow start. Got to try to find some open looks. A lot of their offensive action happening 40 feet away from the basket. Nothing good doing there. Drive down the baseline, thrown up by Beavers, no good. And Houchins off and running. Throws it over to Chu. He tries to drive down the baseline. Perfect pass to Cridge up in it. As Nakia Cridge able to find the layup. And we'll get a full timeout for the Vikings. And with that, we'll take a quick break. A huge thank you to our third quarter sponsor over at Owens Home Inspections. We're right back here on the Tri School Sports Network. And we're back after the timeout here. Take a quick moment look at our upcoming games for the Lady Titans. Saturday the 8th, they will play at Waldron. And then Saturday the 15th, back home, should be live for that one against Edinburgh. So a couple of games to look forward to for that big night at Knightstown. Just a couple of weeks away. Always a good one to kick off the boys' season with that varsity girl-boy doubleheader. Lots of contact down there. The Titans come up with it. She drives down the middle of the lane. No good. Parham able to grab it up off the glass and good. He's got a whistle, quick ball violation there. As Blue offense struggling to start the third, now down 30-11, 4:35 left to go here in the third quarter. As once again, it's opening night for the girls' varsity basketball season. We're excited for the year ahead. The pass down to Shelton. She's being double teamed. Now pass out a long three ball on the way. Banks almost goes in and out. Pass all the way up the court to Cridge. Makes it look easy up and in. Tack on two more for her. She's got 14. Loose ball rolls all the way out of bounds. We'll get together and call it Titan basketball. A couple of subs coming in. Number 40 of Avery Duncan checks in for Parham. And number 22 of Marion Stevens will check into the game for Mondrage. As McKinley Bell will check into the game for the Lady Vikings. Throws it down low to Chu. Tries to go up strong. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the free throw line once again. 2 free throws coming up. The first free throw, no good. And the second one finds the bottom of the barrel. Number 2 from the stripe that time. As Chris hands it off to Gesture. Double team comes. And the pass tipped out of bounds. And it'll stay down here on this end. Past the corner, double trap down the baseline. Drives all the way to the rim that time. Is Beavers, no good. Lots of contact going for the rebound. And it'll be a whistle. Jump ball alternating position. We'll head back to the Titans. A couple of subs coming in. Sierra Dow checks into the game. And Avery Bowers checks into the game as Cridge and Hopkins head to the bench. Now all the way to the rim, finds it in for 2. As the Titans continue to grow their lead. double comes Chris. Nowhere to go. And it looks like we'll get a timeout here from the Lady Vikings. And once again, a huge thank you to our third quarter sponsor over at Owens Home Inspections. And with that, we'll take another quick break here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And here we go after the timeout. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Been a quick, fast-paced game. No JV game tonight. It's only 7:20 most of the way through this one. As Chris starting the offense. Trying to get some movement now. Down the baseline. Loses it, able to save it. The last touch by Marion Stevens. It'll stay down here. Long pass over the top, trying to get a shot. Unable to do so. Chris comes up to it. Pass it over to Beavers, and they find it for the layup. For their first 2 points of the half. The Titans working things around. That feeds it down low to Duncan. Throws up with the left hand, no good. Had an opportunity for the rebound. Just turn around and start running back on defense. As Beavers drives down low. Nowhere to go. Just pulls it all the way back out. Crisp. On the corner, passes it down to the low post. Once again, nothing doing. Now under a minute to play here in the third. The Viking offense still having all sorts of issues. As Jude tries to seal, it'll be tie up, alternating possession. This time we'll go to the Lady Vikings.
The Vikings number 14, Jessica Colonel.
Pass over the top to Beavers. Over to Crisp in the short corner, unable to knock it down. Jude tracks it down. A long pass all the way up to Dowell. Now with the right hand up and good. Back on two more for Sierra Dowell. And the Titans grow the lead. Just tries to go all the way to the basket. This time, a whistle and a foul. Not sure if it's a tie-up, but they will call the foul. It'll be on Marion Stevens, her first. Titans first of the quarter. Now this time, Marion Stevens gets the steal. Ju throws it up. Right back to her, rewards her for the steal, and she'll finish the layup. Chris from half court, well short. And with that, that's going to end the third quarter. All Titans in this one as they lead 39-13. And a huge thank you to our third quarter sponsor, Own Home Inspections. And we'll be right back here in just a moment for the start of the fourth quarter here on the Tri-High School Sports Network. And we're back. Start of the fourth quarter, all Titans 39-13. Starters come back in to start the fourth. He feeds it down to Cridge, who's had herself right. Makes it look easy. Tack on two more. And that one stolen away. Houchins steal coast to coast. Titans lead up to 30. Number 14 of Jessica Cornell, the lone freshman on the roster, getting her first minutes of action here in this one for the Lady Vikings. As number 4, Lindsey Jester checks back into the game. Just under 7 minutes to go. As a pull of three ball knocks it down. I believe that was Daisy Souther. Mariam rips through, tries to finish, won't go. Able to get it back out. Swings it around. Chu left open. Tries to pass down low to Mariam. Over the top and one.
That's good for Olivia Parham. The Vikings number 4, Lindsey Jester. Parham, the line shoots 1.
And able to convert the N1. Lead back to 30. And once again, stolen by the Titans. It's Houchins. Down to Cridge, right back to her. Three ball, no good. Short. As Cridge gets a hand on it. But the Lady Vikings able to recover. Beavers drives down to the baseline, loses the basketball. It's Chu. She's had a great game herself. Looks to Cridge, who finds his Madras wide open in the corner. Can't knock it down. Not the look she wanted. But all around the rim tonight, unable to get one to go. I'll just pass it over the top to Parham. Drives and kicks. Chu tries the three ball, way short. The ball being tipped around, finally able to recover. As we get another whistle and another jump ball. It'll be Lady Vikings basketball. Just under 5 minutes left to go. Trying to feed it down low, pass flies out of bounds, and another turnover. Struggles continue as number 50, Taylor Shelton, checks back into the game as Cornell takes a seat. Graham tries the triple. Well short. Goes out of bounds. Blue River basketball. Crisp, coast to coast. Can't finish. Graham tries to throw to the top. She'll get it to Cridge, a wide open look. She's got 18. And it looks like we'll get a full timeout here by the Vikings. And a huge thank you to our fourth quarter sponsor, Jack's RV Service. And we'll be right back here in just a moment here on the Tri-School Sports Network. And we're back after the timeout. 4 minutes to go. The Titans pretty much unload the bench, but keep Chu in the game. As Chris was step through, jump shot short. Pass over to Dow. Now Stevens in the corner. Stevens a little one dribble pull up, won't go. Chu fights for the rebound. She can't finish either. As Avery Duncan tries to fight for it. Unable to track it down. Blue River basketball. Now 1 to 3 minutes to go. Time still slowly ticking away. As Titans once again get another steal. A wild pass. The Vikings able to As Crisp having some trouble with it. As Jillian Chu grabs another steal. Crisp fights for it though. She probably traveled with it there. Still have an issue with it. And now we'll get a drop. So feed it down low to Duncan, foul. The fourth shot. That foul's on number 44 of McKinley Bell. That'll be her first of the evening. The second for the Vikings this quarter. Yep, so running into any issues with bonus. Now we'll see it the rest of the way. And Stevens step through, drive no good. Fighting for the rebound. Chris tries to. We get a foul in the box out. Now one for the Titans, number 34 of Savannah Dow. And number 14 for the Vikings back in the game, Jessica Cornell. And in for the Titans, number 24 of Haley Eaton. The down low, Duncan immediately makes the pass to Eaton, who throws it away. And tries to feed the high post way over the top. Duncan gets the steal. Loses control of it. But they'll keep going. Now they'll feed it out to her. Has a look off the glass and good. Avery Duncan drops it in for two. Now 50-16. A minute left to go in this one. The Vikings still working around 45 seconds. A long three from the corner, air ball. Duncan grabs the rebound. As we'll get a blocking foul, that will go on Chris. And that's one thing you can say about the Lady Vikings, especially number 22, Sydney Chris. The heart and the hustle and the effort has been there all night. She led the Vikings with 9 of the 16. And checking into the game for the Titans, number 32 of Maya Hawk. She'll take over for Duncan. And now just 10 seconds left to go. There's a shot by Houchins. No good, and that'll end things here in the season opener, the home opener for the Lady Titans here at Schwarzkopf Gymnasium. Was a good one for the Titans as they dominated, led the entire way in this one, and ended up winning things 50-16. Again, credit the Vikings with only 7 girls giving it everything they had, trying to fight in this one. And even though they only had the 7 girls, Chris, a big part of that. She had 9, leading the way for the Lady Vikings. For the Titans, a barrage of scoring as they put up a 50 ball here in this one. As we look things over to our Tony Stewart Drywall Player of the Game, we had a couple ladies well deserving of that. Played well all night. You could have given it a few. Chu played well. Bridge played really well. I mean, Houchins with steals and defense, they all looked really good. But I think ultimately with getting up with 18 points, dominating on the defensive end, we probably could have scored about 30. And our Tony Stewart Drywall Player of the Game is number 33, senior Nikia Critch. And with that, that's pretty much going to wrap things up, do things for us, as the Lady Titans win it to 16. And looks like we'll be right back here next Saturday night as the Titans will take on Edinburgh. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for tuning in. And a huge shout out for everyone watching at home. And that's going to do it for us.